Hello everyone, just here with a new video. Today I'll be making a guide on how to beat melee Cleaves. This is the most asked question I get on stream, so I decided to make a new video about it. Beating melee Cleaves as a Warlock is probably the hardest task you will get, and that's because you have to perform under high pressure. This requires a lot of time and practice, and a lot of games played. Speaking of games, let me know how many games you have played in total this season, guys. If you ask me, a good amount would be 2,000 games, 3,000 games, something between that. That's when you start seeing more things, and that's when you start seeing more things coming, and your timing is much better, porting and gating and pacting and so on. If you guys have questions, ask in the comments below, and also follow me on Twitch if you want to watch live. I'm streaming every single day. Let's get into the video. The most important things when it comes to facing melee Cleaves is timing. When you press your Dark Pact, your Health Stone, your Demonic Circle, do you use your Freedom that you get from Soulburn Demonic Circle afterwards, your Gateway, your Fake Casting, your Precognition uptime, and your positioning, of course. Also where to put your Teleport, where to put your Gateway. We're gonna talk about all the stuff in this video. So yeah, if there's more questions, let me know, as always, in the comments, or you can ask in the chat live. Let's get into the games. Alright, game number one, we have a Retribution and the Fury Warrior. I'm gonna be putting my port down, and I'm gonna be playing Elongate. The warrior instantly charges on me. Most likely I'm gonna be getting my dots out. I see a PI, I lock the penance instantly, I Kaira away from my port, I coil the Retribution, leg sweep on the warrior. Most likely I'm going to be porting soon. I got a really good fake, which means I'm going to get my UA, my Soul Rot, my Phantom, my Dark Lair, and I Gateway, Soulburn Hellstone, replace my port most likely. If not, I might just wait for a grip from my healer, or I just wall. Alright, it was a really good grip from my healer, and now the melees are again on me. My goal is to kite as much as possible, so I just RP walk around, lock the penance one more time. I'm away from the warrior, he doesn't hit me, he will get to me now. I get a really good fake one more time. Try to fear doesn't land, get the dots up, keep the dots up, port away from the warrior, LOS the warrior. I want you guys to check this out one more time. I want to go back to it. Like, the reason I got my haunt off here and I peeked to the red is because the warrior cannot get to me. Okay, if he wants to get in, he has to leap. So that's why I peek for a split second and I get my haunt. Otherwise, I would probably not do it. If he was in my line, he would just charge me. Run around the pillar, coil the warrior, insanely good pathing. And now, from now on, I'm gonna be kiting the warrior like no tomorrow. Very good sweep. Again, same situation. Peek for one global. Peek just to refresh my curses and go back behind the pillar. The warrior has to like leap into Stormbolt. I'm gonna trinket it, run around the pillar again. Never let the warrior connect. Now my port is back, I have my Healthstone back, and I have my Gateway back. Okay, so I'm trying to purge the freedom here with my pet. It doesn't go off sadly, but it's fine. There's the charge. I can just port and run away from the warrior one more time. Very good ring from my monk. And I just want to kite the warrior, kite the warrior, kite the warrior, and refresh the dots. Dots is #1 priority if you play Afli. He's gonna leap in. Maybe I'll coil, replace my port. Everybody's on top of me. Pre-coil the Stormbolt. There's a good dispel by the enemy priest. My port is back again though. That's the part I want you to focus on. Have a little bit of uptime here. Use it to refresh my dots. Purge the freedom from the warrior with my pet. LOS instantly. Never let the warrior connect. He has 2 charges available. LOS the warrior. LOS the warrior. Lock the penance. Risky fake by me here, but it pays off. Run around the pillar. Don't let him connect. There's the monk on top of the warrior. And I just keep lining and lining like this. My port is back, my Dark Lair is back. Most likely I'm gonna have a go here. Malefic Rapture. Okay, Incap on Priest. Fear on Priest. We get a Trinket. LOS the warrior. Nothing else matters. Port away most likely. I can also wall. I could also wall here, but there was a good spot. There is also PS and leap available. That's why I always pick to my priest. UA on the warrior. Dispel by the enemy priest. I might have to wall soon. Let's see what's gonna happen. Refresh the dots here. Phantom, Dark Lair, Shadowbolt, Haunting. Game. So that was game number 1. Alright, this game, there's a monk and a warrior, a fury warrior. Monk is gonna have much more uptime. Instantly leap on me. You are the target, you are the warlock, everyone wants you dead. Pacting, barrier, instantly port away, there's nothing to do. Just keep the dots up and run around the pillar. The warrior leaps in, most likely I'm gonna be getting away. I got a coil, I got his trinket here. Gateway, we got PS as well. We got Rapture too, this is pretty good. Keep kiting the warrior. I think the priest could wait a little bit with the leap so that the warrior would connect and then he could leap him, but it's alright. I guess he wanted to deny the monk damage. Keep kiting around pillar. I only care about warrior not connecting on me. If you guys face warriors, make sure you do that. He charged, but I have freedom. I'll just use my freedom for a sec, run around a bit. My port is ready in 2 seconds. My port is ready now, so if the warrior charges in, I'm most likely gonna port. I'm just waiting for him. I cannot port yet. I need both melees to be on me, then I can port. Otherwise, it's not worth it, I think. There we go. Both melees on me. That's a sweep. Could have pre-ported it, but it's fine. There's no travel. The priest is pre-casting. We should be okay. He grips the melee in. We need to keep running around pillars. Gateway is 5 seconds away. And I have my coil here. Let's see what I'm gonna do. Keep up the dots. The warrior peeks into a charge, into a coil, into a really good hunt by me. That's only because the monk had no kick for 5 seconds. We got the swap here, we got the karma, we got the rage region. We got a lot of cities here. We have leap, rapture, void shift, and PS available. Wall, healthstone, pact, gateway. We have pretty much everything. We cannot die for the next minute. There's a stun, a shockwave. Try to keep up the dots. LOS the warrior, as always. He leaps in, run away from him immediately. Make sure you use your freedom port after porting, after soul burning into port. They have decent uptime now. Yeah, I was asking for a leap, literally typing it in the game. He should not PS me here. He should just leap me out of the fight, but it's fine. He wants to trade PS. Coil the warrior, keep running away from him. Very good fake. Late, select into a fear. Font, I'll just get my entire go off. LOS. Keep running around. That's a decent leap. Could also wait for the warrior to connect the same way as the previous one. Pacting. I have a wall 2 available. Let's see if I'm gonna press it. I press it to not risk. We have a bob 2 just in case. Instantly kick penance. There was game 2. Alright, in this upcoming game we're gonna have the Fury Warrior and the Retribution and the Priest. Put the port in the gateway the same way. Purge in the beginning. Get shockwaved. Guess I'm gonna pact instantly. Instantly pact. Get a Shadowbolt proc. Maybe risk the kick here. Okay, that was a really good fake. Phantom Solrot. Dot up the Priest. Dark Lair. I got my entire go off into a haunt. Into like PI. Into a lot of damage. I could also maybe be more aggro here. But I just want to do it my way. It's the safest way. Run around the pillar. Don't let the warrior connect. My gateway is ready. There's the warrior. I might just wait for my port to come back. It's coming back because of impish instincts. Make sure you play that into midi Cleaves. My port is back. Most likely I'm just gonna port here. Purge spam, shadow bolting, there's nothing else to do. I could also trinket gateway, but I decided to not do it because we are very ahead in the game. We had a really clean opener. Replace my port, push in, run around the pillar, LOS the warrior. Haunting on red. Keep up the dots on everybody. Dot up the warrior one more time. Shadow Fury for 0.1. Guess I fake it. Keep up the dots. Insta Shadow Bolts. Malefic Raptures. Game. I think on both of these lobbies I ended up on 5-1. This is a different map, and I'm also playing a different race. I'm playing Void Elf here, guys. I want to show you the potential that Void Elf has. There's 2 ways you can put your port. I usually put my port in the starting room, into the mid. I'll show you what you can do with it, and the next game I'll put it on the tomb, into the card. Right here, I don't want to be close to the tomb. I want to have a clean opener because my Feral will provide me a really good opener because he stands both. Port pact, LOS. I cannot get charged here. Keep pushing in the room. If they follow me, they will LOS their healer. If not, it's just I'm not gonna do more damage. So they decide what they do. I leave my Void Elf Shadow behind because I'm expecting them to walk in, and I just port back to the room. That's because I'm playing Void Elf. That's what I want to show you. If you're having trouble against melee Cleaves, you can try out Void Elf. It helps you out with the knockbacks. You don't get like interrupted on your while casting a spell, and you also have this nice ratio where you can just port whenever people charge you or leap you and so on. So try to fake a kick here. Keep up the dots on everybody. Get kicked on the hunt. Malefic, refresh dots most likely. I could also fear the healer. I guess he clones it. A decent leap from my healer. A very good clone. UA, dot up everything. Dot up the red too. Dot up the warrior. I'm gonna hack the wall here most likely. This thing I'm doing right now, it's just gonna give me and my team a little bit more time, like 1 or 2 seconds, because it will take longer for the melees to connect. Keep up the dots, everybody. Guess I'm getting a haunt instead. I think it's more important to keep your dots up. It's like the most passive damage you can have, instead of actually trying to cast. Like here, for example, I could have kept my dots up. That would be much better. More dots, more procs, more shards and everything. Keep that in mind. I get my entire go off here on red. Maybe I'm just trying to YOLO damage because they have no bubbles left. Switching the dots a bit. Since the water is the only thing I can hit. Gateway now. Port is ready. Want Malefic. I'll wall here, and most likely I'm gonna Hellstone too. We still have PS, Leap, Void Shift, Rapture, PI. We have everything pretty much, so I'm not really worried. I just walled just in case. I have my Dark Lair back too. Port back for a second. Hunt. Refresh the dots most likely. Try to fake a kick instead. I get a Shadow Bolt proc into a win. Alright, in this upcoming game, I'll be putting my port on the tomb. It's very risky what I'm doing. I could be sapped here and they could stop my entire opener, but luckily it didn't happen, so I get my gateway from this place to this place, close to the cart, and I also put my port here. Like, whenever you gateway, you need to make sure that you're able to line, unless it's a very small map, where you can also put it in the open. Anyways, the game begins. I get a few dots out. Solrot got kicked. I should packed a little bit earlier, like 1 second ago. Solrot, Phantom, Dark Lair, but also dotted the Priest too. There's the Rogue Trinket into the Void Elf play I just showed you earlier. Just leave your Void Elf behind right before they go, and you should be able to port back. They want me, I'll just port away most likely. Use the freedom, run away, run away, run away. I have a UA here, I have a hunt too. We have a rescue, and that's the next move that has to happen. I also get a really good precog. Maybe I can spam fear into a Hellstone. Perfect. Get the dots out. Maybe I can lock the priest. Try to. Perfect. Keep up the dots on everybody. I have my port back. And I have a coil and a pact. Wait with that. There was an overlap on the sweep. Port now most likely, because my healer is blinded. Keep up the dots on priest. Run around. My gate is back in 5 seconds. Decentering by the monk. I also have my wall ready. There's the communion. I wall too. I have to. There is too much damage. And this is another moment I want to talk about. Very important. Make sure you guys buy Gateway Control Shard from any Regent vendor, okay? Listen, in that case, if you like, for example, there's a lot of frames on you, there's a lot of plates on you, and you can't click your gate, right? You're trying to click your gate and it doesn't happen. In that case, if you try to click your gate, it's not gonna work. The only way that the gate works, if you are inside a smoke bomb, is Gateway Control Shard. Buy it from a Regent vendor, costs like 100 gold, 150 gold, something like that. Bind it somewhere, have it bound on a hidden keybind on J. So I just press that and I get out of the bomb immediately. Otherwise, if you try to click, it won't work. That's a small tip for Demonic Gateway. When you're having issues with plates and when you're inside a smoke bomb. So let's continue the game. Gateway, Solrot, There's an offensive cloak by the rogue. Get my entire go off here. I am walking back to my port. I'm ready to port. LOS. I can fear Hila. I was trying to fake. He doesn't fall for it. Let's see what's gonna happen. There's a PS. I'm getting top. There's a rescue in 5 seconds. And I have a coil back after the disarm most likely. Fake a kick very late. Precognition uptime very important. Keep that in mind. Get the dots off. Get the entire go off. Coil of the red because he has no... the rogue has no kick. I get to have free uptime. Hellstone into packs. It happened vice versa. I think I got stopped for mid-global micro CC. There's a decent incap. Here on red for a sec. Refresh the dots. Hunt. I'm getting locked down completely. There is a rescue. I have a hellstone. I might press it in a second. There we go. Get a bolt. Port out. I have a gateway ready just in case they come in. And there is the... There's game number 4, I think. In this upcoming game, we have a Retribution and the Windwalker. Gotta do the same thing on the Tomb. Put the port at the cart. I mean the gate. Put the port on the Tomb. Get the go off. Should have dotted instead here. Get the dots out. Gateway, leave the shadow behind from the Void Elf. And when the Retribution comes closer, port back behind the priest into a full fear. Insanely good play into a coil. Get rescued here. I also had my port. Get the go off. I have a haunt. Lots of damage. Refresh the dots. Malefic. I have my port back. Trinket port. Got a Dark Lair. Malefic. Porting out most likely in a second. Use the freedom. Run away, run away, run away as much as possible. And now the next move is to attempt and fake or spam fear. Very good sleepwalk by my healer. Pacting most likely. There's another fear. There's the bubble. We have a port back coming in a sec. Port back. Dot them up. Play around this tomb. Play around the port. I try to fake soon. See what's gonna happen. Refresh the dots. Shadow bolt. Haunting. Risky cast by me. Gateway immediately. We have a rescue coming back and we have a port back. We have a hellstone. I pre-hellstone the go here. Drain dive. To fake. Keep up the dots as much as possible. Porting when he comes in. Risky cast by me once again. People tend to not kick. It's very risky to kick sometimes if you get precog. Here. Malefic. Gets done here. I have to port. Want dead. So these are the games, guys. If you have further questions, if there's more things you would like to ask, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave some feedback. I would highly appreciate that. If you want to see different maps or if you like this type of content or this type of videos, let me know. I would highly appreciate it. I would be glad to answer your questions. Have an awesome night.